Hello. We live in a fortunate age. Maybe you think I mean the modern age. Actually, I mean Buddhism has taken root in the West. Until recently, qualified teachers of Mahayana Buddhism outside of Asia have been few and far between. We've had to travel to the Far East to find deep teachings in the subjects of compassion, emptiness, karma, and enlightenment. Today, it's an amazing gift that we can learn about the ancient teachings of the Buddha through this 13-part video series. You will receive teachings from some of the greatest teachers, Tibetan and Western, men and women, living in the world today. You will hear personal interviews with Buddhist practitioners who share their experiences of putting the teachings into practice. You will have the opportunity to gain some understanding of Buddhism and learn skills that you can use to make your life most meaningful. Despite our achievements with science and technology, we still don't know much about the mind and its potential. Yet in fact, 2,500 years ago, Shakyamuni Buddha realized the full potential of the mind. He understood that the mind is not just the brain. The mind is beginningless, and it creates our experiences of the world. Because what we perceive as reality is a function of the mind, not only do we have the power to completely eliminate disturbing emotions like anger, but we can consciously progress to the highest evolutionary state possible, Buddhahood. Every living being has the potential to reach this limitless state of wisdom and compassion. Buddhism teaches us that as we begin to understand the true nature of our mind, we become happier, more peaceful, better able to deal with problems, which makes us better able to help others.
In this 13-part series of Discovering Buddhism videos, you are about to embark on the study of Mahayana Buddhism. Now, in the practice of Mahayana Buddhism, the concept of motivation is extremely important. For example, if someone were to give you a gift with an ulterior motive, say to receive something in return, then that wouldn't feel like such a positive action. But if someone gives you a gift just for the sheer pleasure of seeing the happiness on your face when you receive it, that feels like a very positive thing to do. In the same way, in our spiritual practice, motivation, the reason that we do an action, is just as important as the action that we do. Therefore, at the beginning of each of these teachings in this series, we are going to generate a positive motivation, a Mahayana motivation, that focuses not so much on our own well-being, but instead emphasizes generating the wish to be able to benefit other living beings and bring them happiness as much as possible. In Mind and Its Potential, the first in this series, we are going to explore the limitless potential of our own minds to bring happiness both to ourselves as well as to other living beings. And so for this reason, again, our motivation as we listen to these teachings is very important. So let's just take a moment right now to generate in our minds a strong thought, the thought wishing to be able to use these teachings in order to be able not only to bring happiness to ourselves, but also to be able to bring happiness and well-being to the others around us.